Hello everyone. Last class I had done function and relation of miscellaneous exercise up to question number 5. Today I will do question number 6. It says let f if function is x square upon x square plus 1 such that x belongs to R. That is in this order where is x comma x square by x square plus 1 be a function from R to R. Determine the range of function. Suppose here what is given? F equal to x comma x square by x square plus 1 such that x belongs to R. It is given. Now therefore y equal to fx. You have to find out range. Range means y. Y equal to fx equal to x square plus upon x square plus 1. Now this x square, we know if where x belongs to R. Now for any real number, the square of real number is always positive. The square of any real number is always positive. Since x square is positive, here x square is positive and 1 is your or obviously possible. This is 1 plus x. This is positive, this is positive, this is positive. So is always a positive real number. So this one is always a positive real number. Now, if it is a positive real number and now x is x square numerator and denominator is x square plus 1. So x square plus 1 is greater than x square. It is always greater than x square. For any value of x, any real value of x, its denominator is always greater than numerator. If denominator is greater than numerator, that means y is less than 1. But it can be 0 if it is x is 0. That means this is 0 by this, so it will be equal to 0. That is your range. Therefore, the range of the given question is range equal to y such that y belongs to R and y is less than 1 greater than equal to 0. Why it is so? Because if x square is x is 0, x square plus 1 is 0 by 1, that is 0. So it is 0. Now since x square plus 1 is greater than x square, so this fraction is always less than 1. So that means y, the range is always less than 1 and greater than 0 for any real value of y. Now next question is question number 7. That says let a function f and g mapping from R to R be defined respectively by fx equal to x plus 1 and gx equal to 2x minus 3. We have to find out f plus g, f minus g and f upon g. That is addition, subtract, difference and we will add the quotient. So here function fx is x plus 1 and gx is 2x minus 3. So function f plus g equal to fx plus gx, that is this function equal to fx plus gx, that is x plus 1 plus you have to find the addition only, that gives 3x minus 2. Now f minus g is x equal to fx minus gx. That gives you x plus 1 minus 2x minus 3. That is x plus 1 minus 2x minus 1 plus 3. That is 4 minus x. Now next is f by g. What is f by g? F by g means function fx by function gx. That is x plus 1 upon 2x minus 3. Here, where this one should not be equal to 0. There 2x minus 3 is not equal to 0. Or you can write x is not equal to 3 by 2. Here I can write as a 2x minus 3 is not equal to 0, or that gives you x is not equal to 3 by 2. So you have to find out if two functions are given, then addition of them is simple addition of those functions. Subtraction is also the difference of those functions, and quotient is similarly the function 1 divided by function 2, where function 2 must not be equal to 0. Now I'll go to question number 8. It says if function is given by 1, 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 1, minus 1, minus 3. It is a function from z to z, that is integer to integer, defined by fx equal to ax plus b. For some integers a and b, then determine a and b. Now here f equal to 1, 1, 2, 3, 0, minus 1, minus 1, minus 3. Now it is defined by fx equal to and fx equal to ax plus b. What we'll do here? First we take this one and this one. Put the value of x and y. For it, value of x equal to 1, y is 1, that is equal to y. And for value of x equal to 2, y is equal to 3. So suppose at x equal to 1, y equal to 1, f1 equal to, you can write at y equal to 1 also. Therefore, f1 equal to a into 1 plus b equal to 1. That gives you a plus b equal to 1, equation 1. Second one, at x equal to 2, y equal to how much? 3. Y equal to 3. Therefore, f2 equal to a into 2 plus b equal to 3. That means 2a plus b equal to 3. Now, subtract here. Subtracting. This cancel. So, minus a equal to minus 2. That gives you a equal to. Now, putting value of a. Putting value of a in the equation 1 we get. What we get here? A 2 plus b equal to 1. That gives you b equal to minus 1. Therefore, required function b, fx equal to a equal to your 2 and b equal to minus 1. Here, put it here. 2x plus minus 1. Now, to verify whether this is the function part of function or not, this is the element of element of this function or not, you have to check it. If x equal to 0, y equal to, put it here, 2 into 0 minus 1, that gives you minus 1. So this is verified. And if x equal to minus 1, y equal to, put it here, y equal to 2 into minus 1, that gives you minus 3. So this is verified. Therefore, required function is, what is our required function? Required function is 2x, fx equal to 2x minus 1. So what I did here from these two, I found that I put the value here, x and y. X and y in both cases we put the value. From here we found out the value of a and b, and to verify whether these are the parts of the function f or not, and which is satisfying this relation or not. We will put what we put? We put it here. At x equal to 0, y must be minus 1, and it is satisfying. If x equal to minus 1, y must be minus 3. So both are satisfied. So it is verified, and thus our function is 2x minus 1. Now I will start question number 9. They are telling, let R be the relation from natural number to n to n defined by R a b, such that a b both belongs to a natural number and a equal to b square. So are the following true? They are asking. What? A belongs to R for all a belongs to n. AB belongs to R implies that BA belongs to R, and AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R, that implies AC belongs to R. Now let us start with first one. Here, let us start first, right? Here, R equal to AB belonging to N and A equal to B square. First one, where A, B both are natural number. Now, let us see first one. Here A belongs to R. For all A belongs to N. That means the this is A equal to B square. Suppose A belongs to N. The A equal to A square. Here, A equal to A square is true only for A equal to 0 and A equal to 1. And it is not true for any number other than 0. And is not true for any natural number, any n, any A belongs to n other than 0 and 1. So, therefore, it is not a function. Therefore, it is not a relation. It is not a relation. Sorry. Now, second one that AB belongs to R and implies that BA belongs to. Suppose AB, here they are asking AB belongs to R and BA belongs to R. How it is possible? Suppose A equal to, relation is given, what given relation is given? A equal to B square. Now, A equal to B square is true. But B equal to A square is not true for any AB belongs to R. Any belongs to N. It is not true for any natural number. So A equal to B square and B equal to A square is not true for any natural number. No. Number third, AB belongs to R. BC belongs to R. That implies AC belongs to R. How it is possible? Suppose AB belongs to R. Let us see AB belongs to R. That means A equal to B square. And BC belongs to R. That means this implies B equal to C square. Therefore, from here back, what do we get? A equal to B is C square to the power 2. That is A equal to C to the power 4, which is not true, as A is not equal to C square. Therefore, this is also not a relation. It is not a relation. And this is also, therefore, it is not a relation. So, what I got here also, it is not a relation. This is also not a relation. This is also not a relation. So, in all cases, what we get, they are not relation, because A equal to A square is true for A equal to 0 and A equal to 1. A equal to B square and B equal to A square is not true for any natural number. And A equal to B square, B equal to C square, that implies A equal to C square is not at all possible for any natural number. So, it is all three relations are, all three given conditions are not relations. Now, I will go to question number 10. This is a very important question. What they are telling, that if A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, B equal to 1, 5, 9, 11, 15, 16, and F is 1, 5, 1, 5, 2, 9, 3, 1, 4, 5, and 2, 11. Then we have to show it whether following true or not. F is a relation from A to B and F is a function from A to B. You have to justify it. Now, let us go one by one. See here. A Cartesian product of A and B. A cross B equal Cartesian product. You can write 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, then dash, 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 2, 1, 2, 5, 2, 9, right, 2, 11, dash, 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 then 3, 1, dash, 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 4, 1, 4, 5, and this is the Cartesian product of A cross B. Now, Cartesian product, that is n A cross B equal to, is not required. It is not a n A cross B, that is, this is a Cartesian. Here, what we see? F equal to, F is given by 1, 5, 2, 9, 3, 1, 4, 5, two elements. Now, since Cartesian product of A and B is this, and F is this here, so what we say here, F is a subset of A cross B. That is Cartesian product of A and B. F is the subset of Cartesian product of F. Therefore, this is F is a relation. Obviously, if F is a subset of Cartesian product A cross B, then F is a relation from A to this is true. The second one. Here, let us make this. No. Here, we see. This contains 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2. This contains 5, 9, 1, 5, 11. Now you see here. Here 2 has got how many images? This is. This 2 has got one image is 9 and this 2. This 2 has got two different images. 11. Since one element of this has got two images in this. Suppose I am taking here this A and this is B. Since for one element in set A, there are how many images? There are two images. There are two images of 2 in set B. That is, what are the images? 9 and 11. Therefore, since it has two images, so it is not a function. For being a function, each element of A must have one and only one image in B. Since it has two images, so it cannot be a function. Therefore, F is not a function. So what I got here? F is a relation, but F is not a function. Now, we will start with question number 11. They are telling if F is a subset of Z cross Z, Cartesian product of Z and Z, defined by F AB, product of AB, comma, addition, sum of AB, such that AB both belongs to Z. Z means integers. Then is the function of Z to function from Z to J is Z is a function. If F is a function from Z to J, that we have to verify here. What by do we get? F AB, that is product of AB and addition of AB, such that AB both belongs to Z is given. Now, if A equal to Z, therefore, what is the value of X? This is AB equal to 0, A equal and B equal to suppose 1. That is 0 into 1, that gives you 0. And A plus B equal to 0 plus 1, that is equal to 1. Therefore, what I got it? 0 and 1. 0, 1 belongs to F. Now again, now we take let A equal to 0 and B equal to 2. Therefore, AB equal to 0 into 2, that is equal to 0. And A plus B equal to 0 plus 2, that is equal to 2. Therefore, again 0, 2 belongs to F. So what I get? F equal to, we are getting 0, 1, 0, 2 and so on suppose. So what I get here? This is 0, 1 and 2. So for 1, this is also Z and this also. So for one element in set A, first set, there are two images in set B. Therefore, it is not a function. Since for one element in set, first set of Z, there are two images. Here also 1 and 2. There are two images of 0 in second set of Z. Therefore, F is not a function from Z to Z. Since it has So the one element in first set has two images in second set, so it is not a function. Basically. Now they are telling you let A equal to this 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and let mapping from function mapping from A to N be defined by Fn. Fn is equal to the highest prime factor of N. Find the range. So these are what we do. We find out the prime factors of 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So whatever the prime factors, the set of that will be your range. So what I will do now here, what they have given here, A equal to 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. Now and also F, A mapping to N such that Fn equal to, what is Fn equal to? That is highest prime factor, highest prime factor of N. Now let us take N 9 if N equal to 9. Therefore factors of 9. How can we write? 9 equal to 1 into 3 into 3. So what is highest prime factor? Highest prime factor of 9 equal to 3 is 3. Now if N equal to 10, therefore 10 equal to 1 into 2 into 5. That means highest prime factor of 10 equal to 5. Now if N equal to 11, therefore 11 equal to 1 into 11. That means highest prime factor of 11 is highest prime factor of 11 equal to 11. If N equal to 12, therefore 12 equal to 1 into 2 into 2 into 3. That means highest prime factor of 12 equal to 3. And last one is if N equal to 13, therefore 13 equal to 1 into 13. That is highest prime factor of 13 equal to 13. So what I get here? Here 3 is repeated, we write once. Therefore range of F is given by 3, 5, 11 and 13. So what I get here? You have to find out the prime factors of 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. So find out the prime factors of 11, 12. What are the prime factors we are getting? That is the range of this function. With this I am ending the revision functions. Next class we will start with trigonometry. For every detail you can see my education blog and it will be helpful for you. All details will be there. Thank you very much.